You guys, I came back. Can we see? Oh my God, this camera on my computer is not all of it. Okay. Um, the title of the video is still about law and news and politics. The thing that inspires me most recently is the movie Dutch. If anybody gets time, you should see it. Things are changing. People are getting tired of the word law. There is no law. Look at how many times the law has screwed you, and now they're doing it to the children. We need to destroy all of it. You got people in jail. Instead of BLM, for me as an black person, I don't know if can I call myself black, or I don't know what I am really, because I'm mad at the fucking Africans. So I'm really sad that when you look at me, you see black, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. That's the only time. Dutch, if you look at it, that's where we're going as far as law. I think we need to ignore your asses and then take post. Look at Dutch. The end of that movie is one of the most beautiful things that I always pictured that I would want to do. Okay? And he didn't escape. He did in his mind, you can't have me. I'm not going to spend years in jail, and you're not going to lethal inject me after all the bullshit I've been through. That's what he said. He said, bam, and went out the window of the courthouse. But before he left, he killed everybody that had something to do with what put him there, that are lying on him. Because actually, he did do most of the stuff. He's a gangster. Maybe we need to turn into gangsters, because I respect Dutch more than I respect this goddamn politics, period. It needs to change, and the people need to take a hold to it and change it. And looking at this movie shows it that it works. Whatever you don't let up here, it won't work. They can't make you have a shot, make your children have, and change all the laws and give us your guns. I know they ain't getting no guns. I know they know that. And I know they know it's war here. I hope so. Because if y'all start following laws and, okay, here's the guns, and then do the shot, and then do your babies, and let's shoot, and they got you all at one. All your whole family will be gone in less than 10 years. Because there's going to be a time when a whole lot of people are going to die. And little children won't be able to have children. It affects the fertility. Yeah, that sounds like something they want to do. But they're messing with kids too much. And then that clone was hugging on the kids. Any parent that allowed that, you should be locked up. You know what that man is doing. That clone. These are all clones. These people are dead, I'm telling you. And if you saw that, then you would change your mind about a lot of things, about what's going on. The head of the snake is gone. That's Hillary Clinton, the Bushes, Cheney. All of those people are dead. So the rest of this has to be destroyed. And that's exactly what's happening. We got to destroy the deep state here in the United States, all around the world. Now, Dutch, getting back to the movie, I love that movie. I'm gonna watch it as soon as I get finished with this, because I stay at home most of the time. Don't want to pay taxes, but I'm sickly, so I stay at home. But Dutch, that was the best film. What it does to me when I watched it, it is where we're going. They keep talking about laws and shit. Ain't nobody, we don't believe you with the laws. So now we need to do something else. And then these crazy people putting that shit in their kids. That's crazy. But you believe it, you deserve almost what you get. But no child deserves to die because they got fucked up parents. But something's going to happen to you. 11 to 14, they're dying of heart attacks after the COVID shot. If you look in Real Raw News and do a search regarding these Moderna and all of that stuff, and it explains what that is and what it does to your body, then you'll really know that you and your kids are in trouble. And for that man to come up and scream at Fauci, he knew he was lying. And then they tell you 50 million people died. That's how they got you sucked in. And they lied about a lot of things. And there's articles about it, although the deep state tries to stop you from finding out what happened to Fauci. You didn't know Fauci was dead, did you? Did you? Mainstream media does that. They're no good. I don't listen to them. And it's really good. You feel a lot better than a lot of people because you are in the know. You know what's going on. Dutch. What did he do? There was the one thing I didn't like about the movie is how they made the Italians look. Italians ain't never dressed that shabby. Have never been shabby people. Believe me, I know them. A lot of them. I used to sing for nothing but the Italian. And I thought they were sharp as heck. A dark Italian, most of you black women, I want to let you know, is the best, finest man on the earth. And mine friend was named Harry. Italian. But that's the only thing I don't like about the movie. They make the Italians look shabby. And there's no such thing as that. I don't, are they like that now? Because they weren't when I was young. But other than that, they took him and turned him out. And Dutch, he said, I will start something in the streets, he told the lawyer, before I let you. I love the way he thought. Those are the kind of people I need to be around. Because I plan to make some moves. If you mess with me, you're going to get hurt. Because it's time for that now. Look what they're doing to these babies. And you are letting them do it to your children. You know, all of a sudden you got all these group of shots and shit you got to take. And don't you find that kind of strange? All of a sudden, you got boosters, you got all this shit they're putting in your body. And I know you don't believe in that damn clone, that dumbass. That clone there's 4 of them. Because the real one is dead. Dead as a doorknob. Treason. Crimes to humanity. All of them had something to do with 9/11. Taking some of that money out of the tower. $3.7 trillion. All of them did. And that one is dead. And I think what they need to do is take the analog, voice analog. I didn't quite explain that before, but the voice analog is the confession of each one before their execution. So all of that is on record. So you can't say they're not dead, talking about Hillary Clinton. If you want to, don't bring that bitch back. Okay, but she's a dead bitch. It was April 26th. And then it's very odd, the very next year, April 26th, Fauci and Loretta Lynch were executed. Isn't that something? And it's wonderful, honey, because Loretta Lynch was a true bitch. Oh, she got it. Oh, and I'm so glad. And that's what I want them to do with Abrams. If they don't get Abrams, I'm going to be real mad. I want to see her go and her sister. I keep mentioning her sister did some shit too in the election. Yep, her sister did too. So they're both of them ain't no damn good. Kim Gardner, what she did to that couple that were had guns to protect their properties, and to me they should have shot them. Everybody on her property, and everybody that has that problem, shoot them. Don't let that be an example and scare you. Don't do that. But Kim Gardner, let them, and she was in politics. What can you say? What word am I trying to find? If you're not in the government, you don't go to Gitmo Bay. Maybe there are some that did for drinking adrenochrome, but the ones like Kim Gardner, Stacey Abrams needs to go to Gitmo Bay. And if they don't get her, there's something very wrong, because her shit was in the movie. The people were taking the ballots to her. She was one of the wash houses or whatever they called. She had that formed. And her sister did something as well for the 2020. I hope they get both of their fat asses. And something inside of me, she's going to get it. She'll never be no governor. And then, let me tell you, that's why I stopped watching Fox. That one show, Outnumbered, they were finding so many excuses for her having the $3 million all of a sudden before the election. She got paid for that election, stolen election, $3 million. She's a fat, greasy, nothing lying. I hate that. I want her to pay. I want them to pay, goddammit, now. Ain't nobody going to be servicing that heifer. Somebody need to go get it. If that's what you're going to do, that's what she planned. Those are the decisions that her and that nasty sister of hers did. That's the decision you made. Now, if somebody come and get you, we need to, because we can't have these people in our fucking government. And Stacey Abrams is just an example of the blacks that are in the government now. All of them are no good. They were collecting money. He was controlling all the negativity. Soros, of course. If you don't know that, then that's real sad. You're really on the late show. And if you believed in somebody like that, that was evil. I wanted to see his execution so that we can see what the fuck comes out of him. Talking about the demons and darkness and all of that, it will come out of him. That man did a lot of things to hurt a lot of people. So now on YouTube, that's all I'm seeing is Biden, and that's all the son of a bitches that we should not be looking at. So whatever you don't like, what I say, YouTube, don't let me show you my caca, because I will. And you can turn and bring that down if you want to. I don't have to be mad because I go to True Social and I calm down because I'm with people like me that think like me. I don't need you anymore, really. And they need to bring something in to replace YouTube and Facebook. They need to get rid of them. And just because YouTube has movies and stuff, there are people that have that. There's a better, look at Musk with Twitter. He's going to do a good job in October when he buys it. And I believe he's going to buy it. Mainstream media wants you to think negative about that. But it didn't work with me. He wouldn't have never came out if he wasn't. He's rich. He can do whatever in the hell he wants to do. The fact that he came out is telling you Twitter is gone. We need to get rid of you, YouTube. You need to go. The things that you've done to me, you need to go. And all the rest of the people. You need to go. So when all of this gets situated, these motherfuckers need to go. 2,292 I had views of a thing, a little short that I did. Just a short. Then all the rest of them, they make sure nobody comes, and those views, they make sure is down. Whoever's somebody I know might be working with this because he's a bitch. He was a Republican a long time, and now he's no good. Good luck to him. I never wanted to talk to him. All of the emails I get from him, I don't want nothing from you. So, Dutch, check it out. At the end of the movie, a song that said, "But you can ask for my help. I don't have any problems." People say, "You old dirty, you're nothing, you're this," but I am. Because everything I said was true. Especially about your fucked up Hussein. Trifling man. He was an ornery man. He did you in, though. He had you, and he made a lot of money doing it. But I don't think they hold on to their money. So black people, young black people, that you want to be rich like Stacey Abrams. And that's the reason why Stacey Abrams needs to be made an example. Her and her sister. Kim Gardner needs to be made an example. She thought she was, he must have was paying her tall cash because she thought she could move to Florida with Trump, where Trump is. So that's real bad for a prosecutor. And she did a lot of people bad. So we want her dead, really. We want her, bah, get out. And that Stacey Abrams, horrible black people. Horrible. Getting paid. But really, black people, I'm going to tell you who did that to you before. And it was that fucked up African. It's almost like it might be in our blood. The traitor, wanting the money. They'll do anything to get money. They're greed. You look at their movies. You think I'm lying? Look at the movies. Movies are a portrayal of real life experience. That's what they do. They steal. They hate. They greed. They think they're better than anybody else. And their servants in their homes, they beat them like dogs. So black doesn't make it right. We want your ass, Stacey Abrams, and your fucking sister. I'm not going to forget. The sister needs to go to fucking jail too. And she needs to go to get Mobe because she's some kind of judge or something. Yeah, they need to go and let their mother watch them die for what they did. It'll never be any good. So if you have her over your state, you did that after knowing what she did because it's in the movie. Her doing it was everybody was going to her office at 4 a.m. and she would say, "Well, they were putting that on me, and I was at 4 a.m, bitch." Really? I don't think so. I think you're a crook, a slimy, sneaky, black, fat, greasy woman. That's what I think, and I hope you get it. AOC, they say shift where the place I go to. Y'all don't know. Y'all wouldn't know. But something happened to her. I don't think she's ever going to come back. So they're going to have to do something because that lady that they have up there is a clone. And you can look at that. But I can't define what shift means. That means movement. It moved closer to the rope. Because that Green New Deal, I think she's going to pay for that. And Congress ain't going to be shit. They're all dying. Indictments and shit. Y'all ain't really coming, but they're coming down, baby. They're dying like flies. They're dying at Gitmo Bay. They have thought of a new method. Once they reach Gitmo Bay, they're not in there more than 24 hours before they hit that rope. They used to keep them for 3 and 4 days and stuff. Not anymore. They're going to kill their bitch asses right away. A lot of people have gone and cannot help these crooks. Please be awoke. because that gun thing ain't gonna work. And I put a dead ear to them. That administration, I've never even heard them talk. But I could put a dead ear to the gun thing because it ain't gonna happen. Ain't no police gonna go and protect them. Bodyguards. Remember I said that? Pretty soon they not gonna have any protection. And people are going to get rid of them. The people that are doing it. Not just a person that's a Democrat. No, the people that are actually doing that shit, and we Cheney, they need to get her ass. Hang her, please. 20 minutes, gotta go. Ducth. Look at it. It's a good movie. Lance Gross was the actor. Oh my God, that child was good looking. I'm 61, but dang. Woo. Hey, I said that boy is good looking. But he did an excellent job in that movie, him and the cast. And the writers. For once, I can say that the writers really did write the shit out of that movie. Because it shows you that fear is going to leave people. That's what it represents. The fear. And before he left that courtroom, he shot everybody he needed to shoot. Just not everybody. The people that were lying on him, prosecutors, the Italian that was trying to get, he was there to make sure that he get locked up. Bam, bam, bam. I love that movie. Hey, I did. See, because that is what it's going to happen. It's inevitable. He wasn't afraid and then escaped right out the window, and a helicopter was waiting for him to leave. People got that money like that too now. That was a symbol of, I'm tired. Not worried about it. I'm going to do this, and you're going to regret fucking with me. That's what he's coming to. Okay? Wonderful, wonderful. And keep on praying, y'all. But like Malcolm X says, it is intelligent. Be intelligent doing that. Don't just do it and take the Bible, because you didn't listen to the Bible when you put that Syrian Jesus in the air. When you did that for years, it should be some of these old black people probably still have one. And they were forced to, from slavery, to do that religion, because that wasn't our religion. And I have the book that tells the whole story. Company of Prophets. And I don't know if they even sell it now. I read it about 20 times. But that will tell you where your religion came from and what the people used to do. And I was fortunate enough to find this and chase it and read it. I read it in the library when I couldn't find it in the bookstore, and I kept reading it. That one and Makeba. Makeba, they've done something with it too. She's a South African singer. She would tell you what her religion, her family, and how she was made with missionaries to go to those Christian churches. So that's not our religion. And you know who else does it? The damn ass Africans. They're so holy and shit. I wouldn't even go close to any of their churches. They're leaning over to the side. Hell no. I'm not going to be bothered with your fake asses, and they're so into it. But they will go to their churches and leave and go to the village. And you don't know what I'm talking about when I say the village, where they still practice their religion. It's still there. Poor babies and poor people always being persecuted about their spirituality. Gay and lesbian and all of this. You don't want your kids to dress a certain way. You know what you are when you do that? You're very wrong. And you're teaching them to hate someone that's different from them. That is because being gay, people are born with the feeling of being a man or a woman. And that's pretty serious. Some people have killed themselves because they can't get it right, or people talking, and then you all want to make a fucking law and keep fighting and putting that damn shit out in the front like that. Then and saying your Bibles ain't got shit. Practice your religion. Have that spiritual shit in you. Leave them alone. I always was fascinated on how you thought you had the right just because you holding a Bible. But yet, still, out of that Bible told you feet like brass and hair like wool. You believe what you want to believe with your Bibles. Because that's black. That's not even black. He's feet like brass. Looks just like Africans' feet. Look like my feet. Look like my son's feet. It wasn't Syrian. He was not Syrian. And that really scares you, doesn't it? To know that Jesus is black. He was a black man. Maybe that's why black men have the hardest times on this earth with these people. I don't know. I know that he was black. I know that he was not Syrian. And I would never have known nothing like that in my house. That's so wrong. But he doesn't care. Jesus went and did his work, and he made fools out of them fucking Romans, because those Romans ain't shit today, tomorrow, and never will be ever. Nobody gives a damn about Rome. The people that murdered, almost like Gaddafi. They said something about Gaddafi on this fucked up YouTube. I turned it off because I know they're lying. Because that fucked up Hussein had him murdered in a very bad way, beat to death. That doesn't sound like a secure hit. That sounds like somebody that would have been scared to go down there and tell him what he wanted and what he needed. He would have kicked Hussein's ass. Or the people around him did look after him and loved him very much. And he ain't no terrorist and never has been. He wanted to keep his money in Africa. And you know these fools that we're dealing with now are crooks. Look what they're doing, giving money to Ukraine. That is a clone. I don't take it seriously. I know that bitch is dead. He's dead. Okay? So I'm gone. 27 minutes. Gotta go. I don't like long videos. You know, Dynast. I like to listen, but y'all too young. And those young boys, they don't bit more know what the hell. Some of the shit that they say is just, it makes me feel real sad for the people that did die and have back of these young people talking the way the fuck they talk. But Dynast, what's that Giro, or I'm trying to think of Gory Island. It was his tape that I watched. So it was very good. But when he asked the man, did the Africans help bring the slave, he said that the African said no. He should have pursued that privately instead of taking him as real, because he's a liar. And them royal motherfuckers that's walking around there persecuting those people are the ones that did that to us. Okay. So fuck them too. See you. I just want you guys to stop putting that shit in your children. You need to go to jail if you do that. You need, for hurting your kids. You should go to jail. Or you should be picked up somewhere like Afghanistan and everybody else, take them motherfuckers and put their heads on a stick and march around. You need to let everybody know what you're doing, which is harming your children by giving them all these. Because how haven't you noticed all of a sudden 4 years ago there was nothing. Now you have not only the lion COVID, but then you got another one. And then they're going to want to put a chip in your head. They want to put chips in your children. Hey, don't do that, please. Somebody's got to save the children. Marvin Gaye there was a song, Save the Babies. They have to, because these people are destroying our children and you're letting them. They don't need no shots. Tell them no and go to hell. See you later. Bye for now.